On this week's GTA 5 O'Clock, all the details of the I'm Not a Hipster DLC, more information on GTA 5 on PS4, Xbox One and PC, the winners of our Snapmatic competition, and we take a look at some of the new jobs in GTA Online in another Challenge Dan. It's all here on this week's GTA 5 O'Clock. Hello and welcome to this week's GTA 5 O'Clock. I'm your host James Jarvis and I'm joined once again by co-host Dan Dawkins. Hello, Dan. Yes.
Back.
He's back. He went away. Some crazy things happened, and he's come back to talk about them. We will be getting on to the announcement of the new gen versions of GTA 5 on PS4, Xbox One, and PC in a second. Dan's got quite a few things to say because he wasn't here last week. He'd like to go back over it and probably have a bit of glory as well, I imagine, Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But as if that piece of news wasn't enough, yesterday we also had some new DLC, which we'll get onto right now, called the I'm Not a Hipster DLC. Now, we think it probably released a little bit early yesterday because I think it went live on Xbox 360 before it was supposed to. Everyone had quite a lot of access to it. And then Rockstar hastily put together the, oh no, here it is, don't worry about it. So Dan, what do we get in the I'm Not a Hipster update?
Well, loads and loads of new looks, clothes, cars, and missions and so forth. I just wanted to add up top, isn't this such classic Rockstar to produce a pack called I'm Not a Hipster? Nobody thinks they're a hipster. But people who are hipsters think they're being ironic hipsters or pretend hipsters. And Rockstar might be, case in point, the classic hipsters in denial. If there's ever been a hipster development company, it's Rockstar. But they never admit to being hipsters, despite the meticulously observed I'm Not a Hipster pack, which itself says I'm not a hipster. So they've even made a joke about it. They're hipsters in denial. Anyway, the pack's fantastic. It's probably the best free update we've had yet, according to everyone who's had a little go on it.
Yeah, it's got loads of stuff.
Loads of cool stuff. I'll run through some of the highlights. 7 new vehicles, all obviously a little bit naff, a little bit hipster. This sort of cruddy, there's a Glendale, the Warrener, the Blade and the Rhapsody. Now these are all sort of crappy cars, they're all sort of like old Saab 9000s or something. The joke is really you can pimp these cars up to be fairly badass. You can also pimp them up with the all-new, completely black windshield tint, which is really, really nice. There's a car with the Rhapsody, has got like a big, rude frontal engine. Again, maybe the joke would be it's actually quite low-powered, but you could pimp it up to be cool.
Classic GTA car, that. A reference to Wayne's World. The Rhapsody used to have a sticker in it, has now been removed for this version of GTA Online, which is disappointing.
So this is the Bohemian Rhapsody car,
yes, it is.
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. And again, how very, very hip. A particularly rude vehicle is the Dubster.
That's become the crew vehicle of choice for the GTA 5 O'Clock crew.
It's got 6 wheels.
Who wouldn't want that?
It's like a sort of wheeled turtle. It's got 2 new mega wheels at the back. It's not very PC, but you can hear the sounds of Mirror Park already tinkling out of its mega sound system at the back. Cars are really cool. That doesn't unlock till you're rank 100. There's also a really funny, environmentally conscious mini car called the Panto Microcar, and you can decorate that with all manner of floral nonsense and make it pretty fun. I like the idea of that becoming like some sort of bulletproof turbo mobile, and I guess it would be like a turbocharged egg on wheels or something. That's really nice. Some new weapons or ammunition. We've got a vintage pistol, of course, and an antique cavalry dagger.
Yes, completing that pirate look.
12 new jobs across an assortment of game modes. I won't go through them all. There's a fun new parachute one called Airwaves, where you've got to drop 4,000 feet while listening to Mirror Park. There's various beach point-to-point races.
We'll probably be taking a look at some of these races later. If we get on to Challenge Dan, I think they might feature heavily.
We've got a last team standing. We've got a contend-style capture mode that's new. There's a race in Little Seoul. It's a GTA Grab-a-Cab. And again, these are all... I can imagine already someone in the Rockstar office being tasked with writing these hipster-esque joke-soaked descriptions and it going through 3 layers of scrutiny as people say, no, hipsters wouldn't say this. They would say that. Not that any of us are hipsters.
No.
Not one of us. But yeah, it's all, again, meticulously observed. Great variety of missions. Great for a free pack update. Fantastic. Loads of other stuff added. We talked about the vehicles. Well, there's been other classic vehicles added to the Southern San Andreas SuperAutos.com website. 10 cars, including story mode cars, and these are quite interesting.
Mm.
You can get Franklin's Bravado Buffalo S.
Nice.
You can get Trevor's Carrying Rebel. This is clean version. What's the dirty version?
I don't know.
Actually physically
Actual
dirty.
Actual dirt
The
on
physically dirty version. Trevor's Nagasaki Hot Rod Blazer and Michael's Obey Tailgater. So that's really nice. Some new colours added in the metallic section. We've got pure gold and brushed gold. So already the combinations for lurid, brilliant hipster vehicles are increasing.
Yeah, you've still got to be rank 100 to unlock those colour palettes, so don't you?
Ooh.
We're not quite up there yet.
No.
We're getting there.
No. There's 4 new jazzy vehicle horns.
Yes.
In one which loops and speeds up as you drive.
Excellent. So the faster you're going, the faster the horn is.
Trez hipster. Love it. Players will no longer be charged insurance costs, their vehicles destroyed, blah, blah, blah. Tear gas.
Yes.
Does more
Dan's
damage.
Favourite. Dan's
and it
favourite.
lasts longer. The police are delighted. All new tear gas in just now. So yeah, a big sweep of changes. Lots of other little tweaks and ticks involving playlists and various things. People who were playing it, particularly in the GTA 5 o'clock cruise, are reporting it's the most fun thing yet.
Yeah, and there's a big crew event, I think, happening tonight. So if you do like the sound of that, get involved in the GTA 5 o'clock crew. Go and join our social club crew. And you should be invited to one of the things tonight. There were a few other issues that you can check out, like the bug fixes. One of which was in GTA Online, the TV helicopter in GTA races could be targeted by lasers and buzzers and shot out of the sky. So that's probably quite a fun thing to do, but that's been fixed now.
Yeah.
So loads of little tweaks like that have been fixed. Still no heists though, Dan. Still no mention of heists. Still no possibility of heists being coming soon. The thing on the newswire said stay tuned in the coming weeks for more announcements. Yeah, it's just another way of phrasing things. But with E3 just gone, and the giant focus on multiplayer modes and things like that, even the existence of Battlefield Hardline, which is just a heist simulator, do you think heists are going to be... Do you think they're going to reignite the flame of GTA Online?
Yeah, I think heists are definitely coming. They've always talked about them. Even when we saw the very first demo of GTA Online, we were shown a mini version of a heist. That's how it was sold to us. They definitely want to bring them in. I think they know now it's such a big thing amongst the community. And it's so obviously missing. I think they'll save it for like a bomb drop of, there's your heists, and they're brilliant, and we've done them in this way. And it might even be that they're linked in a bigger way to whatever the single-player DLC is. You know, maybe we've talked openly about what the single-player DLC, what form it might take. Well, you know, one idea is that it might almost play some kind of prequel where it's the fellas back in the day, you know, performing heists in a sort of less contextual way. You don't know. I mean, we really don't know what the single-player DLC will be, but I just think Heist will be saved for a suite of announcements to come regarding the new-gen versions.
Well, speaking of new-gen, Dan, what a brilliant segue. You missed last week's show when me and Troth went through the trailer, had a look at everything, compared it to some of the PS3 shots. You're here now. I'm sure you've got something to say on about it, something to say to the naysayers. So here's your opportunity.
Only some extreme gloating. I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. It was always coming out on PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
It literally had to because of the online mode and actual economic sense. We said this in the second ever show of GTA 5 o'clock, almost 2 years ago, where I'd had some information at the time about what PS4 was going to be. And I knew it was incredibly close to PC architecture, so it seemed sensible for all those things to come out at the same time. And, you know, that was before PS4 was even announced. And lo, it has come to pass. And if that wasn't enough, you know, we had the bug log files we dissected. I went through the Rockstar financials and found solid financial reasons for that to happen. Even then, people wouldn't believe it. People are idiots. People wouldn't believe it. And I've had to bite my tongue for like 2 years. So now I'm going to unbite it, James.
Okay.
And everyone loves a gracious winner.
Yes, exactly.
And so on and so forth. And like we said recently, it was weird that they were delaying the announcement of the next-gen versions. Could it be linked to a platform holders conference? Well, fiddle-dee-dee. Yes, it was. It was. So
they went back to Sony, like they did the year before for the announcement of the PS3 bundle.
I didn't know who they'd turn up on stage with. I merely suspected that they would, given the delay and the proximity to E3. There we go. A lot of this deduction work is simply putting the facts together and you come up with a clearer picture. That's it. It's not voodoo, it's not magic. You just look at all the facts and have a think.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fine. Is that as much new gen GTA as we
No.
want to talk about? Have you got?
First of all, wow, it looks incredible, and like I'm astonished by how much better it looks. I was also actually, surprised by how it looked and how they presented it, to the point where I was sat with James and I didn't know it was GTA for about 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And you were going, it's GTA. I went, no, what the hell? So that was amazing. There's been some really fun analysis done by a site called Digital Foundry, who were known for their tech analysis. Now, they haven't found anything revelatory per se, but they've looked at some of the videos that were on GTA 5 series videos, the comparison things, and they picked up on stuff that we talked about, like the volume of traffic being hugely increased, the number of NPCs being hugely increased, making a point of the upgraded texture work, and you can see that from the bark on the trees to all the various different signs, and particularly in the distance, texture detail was far, far greater.
Yeah, I think it's important to point out that this isn't like an HD remake, like something that if you compare The Last of Us remastered with the original Last of Us, like they look pretty similar, but this is like a whole new set of textures, and it's not just like an upscaled version for PS4.
It's not
like
just upscaled to 1080p, it's their new assets designed to make the most of the extra pixels and processing power. So they are literally new assets. You see that in the the yellow articulated truck that hauls things in the trailer. Key point they made, I think is interesting, is that GTA 4 on PC let you fiddle with sliders to increase the draw distance and really push the game to the max. Seeing GTA 5 on maximum settings could be mind-blowing. And if you think back to what modders did with the real life, like the Ice Project stuff with GTA 4, how sensational are the mods for GTA 5 going to look? I mean, that's almost your glimpse at PS5. That's going to be an astonishing look at the future.
Really good.
So I think that's really exciting. That's all to look forward to. Again, we'll be here in the show to talk about that. Talking about the lighting was really great, and saying could they bring back the sort of motion blur effect of nighttime that GTA 4 had. Probably got the processing power to do that now. Talking about the increased volumetric nature of the smoke and the fog and all those different effects. Nothing we really hadn't noticed on the show, but I thought it was a nice piece of analysis. Broadly, super excited. Question mark is Sony have talked about having some degree, trying to work out some kind of exclusive for PS4 and GTA. Like, you can speculate on the extent of that. My gut feeling is it won't be anything too significant. I think when you look back to GTA 5 and our exclusive GTA 5 headphones, for a PlayStation owner, that's not too amazing. I wouldn't have thought they will bend to the point where Sony gets something significant. You never know.
No, but I mean like exclusive weapons or something like that, or some kind of coloured, tinted cars or something.
In-game items, possibly. The deal that took the Ballad of Gay Tony and The Lost and the Damned to Microsoft cost something like $70 million, if not more.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, a whole lot of money. As well as Sony are doing in terms of selling PS4 consoles, and they are clearly out in front of Xbox One globally, they are not cash rich to throw that kind of money around. And neither would Rockstar want to do that and jeopardise on multiple platforms. So, yeah, in-game items and or stupid headphones.
Okay, well, one more thing before we move away from the trailer that was revealed at this year's E3. There are some people online, Dan, and I want to get your opinion on this, that say Bigfoot could be in the trailer as we've seen like cats in the trailer and things like that, really subtle things in the background. But if you look at this scene here where Trevor gets out of the flowers, now it's very small and it's probably not a thing. But if you look in between the two rocks, there is like a vague outline of something that people are suggesting may be Bigfoot standing in between the rocks. Now we know he's in the game. We've seen him a few times, one of which is a man dressed as him, spoilers, running around at the end, just dressed as Bigfoot. And we know you can shoot him in one of the other missions.
Yeah.
It's just a shape. It's really hard to tell.
I mean, it wouldn't be... Put it this way, Rockstar build their trailers knowing full well they will be dissected frame by frame, expanded, blown up and enhanced. They are aware of all of these things, so it's not beyond the realms that they would sneak in a fan-pleasing thing like that. Let's be honest, that's a long way from conclusive and could almost be a rock.
Yes.
But it could also be, hey, it's Bigfoot, nod to you guys, that's awesome. I saw people claiming that in another frame of the trailer, there is UFOs in the background. Again, you might be able to see that on screen as we speak.
I think it was a blimp.
The UFOs. Again, might be flying rocks or something like that. You just don't know. I mean, we'll know in the fullness of time. Rockstar are great at teasing that stuff, and they know they will be living and how things and shows like this analyse stuff.
Yeah, well, stick with us for all of the new gen developments and announcements and analysis when we get a chance to go and have a look at the game. We should bring you all the details on that. Let's move on to our brilliant Snapmatic competition, and the theme from 2 weeks ago that definitely wasn't confusing was the brown paper bag theme. Dan, do you want to explain now, or should we just go straight into it?
Based on the brown paper bag that isn't in the famous movie with Kevin Spacey, American Beauty. We knew that was a plastic bag.
Yeah.
We thought we'd put a hilarious twist on it, and/or we got it wrong.
And call it a brown paper bag.
And we're being forced to retract. See, GTA 5 o'clock, the show is equally willing to apologise as rub it in your face when we're right. So there we go. Sorry about that. We made a bit of a mess of it. Here's our favourite pictures.
Yeah, and we've only got 4 this week because obviously the theme was quite confused and a lot of the things we got weren't quite in the style that we wanted. So we'll start
Diplomatic.
with Brian. Thanks. We'll start with Brian Barnes, and he's framed a red traffic light here with some traffic.
You see, the lights of the car say go, but the lights on the sign say no.
Very brown paper baggy. Moving swiftly on to Mike 2882. This is nice. This is quite a thinking man's shot. There's a man standing at the top of the cable car track as the sun goes down, contemplating.
He's chasing the sun, but will he run out of gantry? Question mark.
As I think you're all aware, it's really good to have Dan back. This is a Stick 998. Now this is you got to put some thought behind this, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's a orange or red milkshake juice. Or is it blood? It's blood, isn't it? It's a blood spot sort of staining the streets. But why? Is there blood on the streets?
Yes.
Yes.
And our winner this week then is Jack. He sent in 4 pictures, all of which we thought were very good. But we thought this one summed up the brown paper bag / plastic bag moment quite well. You were talking about the Coke can being very good, Dan.
But this is actually brilliant. Like, he's got the entire city, the hub of commerce and capitalism, all caught in one image, encapsulated through the skyscraper district, juxtaposed with the foreground image of the cylindrical skyscraper image of the ultimate object of capitalism, the soft drink can, and by its side, a packet of cigs. So he's got vice, he's got capitalism, he's got commercialism, he's got aesthetic analogues. Wunderbar.
Excellent. Well done, Jack. You are our winner this week for the GTA 5 o'clock Snapmatic competition, which only leaves us to announce next week's theme, Dan, which is...
Toot toot! All aboard the friendship.
Friendship, that's right.
Yeah, friendship.
So off you go, take your pictures of friendship. The best way to get those into us is via the comments below, put your links down there, or on Twitter at GTAVO'clock, or on Facebook at facebook.com/GTAVO'clock. I think in the update, some of the social club stuff has changed its layout and things, so the best way to do it is just to put your links in our Twitter or Facebook pages, and we will go and find them and put them on the show next week.
Can I just quickly say, anyone attempting to get lots of friends on a ship won't get any bonus marks.
But they may get featured in the show.
Yes, and make me laugh, so please do that. Yeah. Not everyone.
No, one person.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, on to the final bit of the show then, because we are running out of time, Dan, and you have been away for a long time, so it's good to come back to this. It is Challenge Dan, of course. What we've done this week is, because of the I'm Not a Hipster DLC pack, we thought we'd let you have a go at the new jobs in there.
Yep.
All you have to do is become in the top 3 out of a selection of 3 of the new jobs. So
All right, sounds
no,
hard.
2 of the new jobs. So you can you get a choice of 3 jobs. As long as you can finish in the top 3 in 2 of those jobs, you'll be the winner.
I'm not confused. That sounds great.
No, I mean, it sounded fine on paper. This may or may not go well, depending on how the online servers are holding up right now. So let's jump into GTA Online and see how we get on. All right, Dan, here we are in GTA Online. You've dressed yourself up as a hipster.
Yep, and ready for this? We'll always be together. Together.
What?
I said we'll always. Why won't he do it? Together in electric dreams. That hasn't worked at all like I thought
No,
it would.
I guess you have to hold in the sticks, then, do you, for that one?
Yeah. Happy birthday. Trophies again. He's got the buttons wickety whack.
Here we are, hanging out. Oh, James Nash, he's a
joining.
regular.
Oh, he's no clocker, yeah.
I got you some headphones too, so you can
What
hear
the hell?
hear things.
Really?
Yeah.
This is brilliant. Oh, the music's wicked. Like
Sexy
it.
cat. You want to get some heavy armour, Dan?
Massively
And then ready.
get that.
You're ready. If I were you, I'd follow James Nash. There's been some death.
Feels like Death Alley, doesn't it? I almost used extreme swear word.
You need to get a different weapon, I think.
Oh, look at that old Dead End Alley. I almost took my eye out last night
Really?
with a box of ice cream wafers.
Oh no.
Fudge!
There's a man behind
Where
that
is it?
pillar. Oh dear.
Yeah, I thought that might explode. Shot me again. Fudge off! But I always think if you're doing something badly, keep doing it more. Off.
I hope the driving goes better than this.
Is that the end? I want to play it again.
No, you don't.
I don't. I'm
It's not the end.
furious.
You're 30 seconds. He's hiding in that bush.
What a What a I want to play again.
You don't want to play
No,
again.
I do. Come on.
You can't.
Let's do it off here.
Let's do a
I'm
race.
furious. I'm basically furious.
I think that's the only new deathmatch.
No, I just want to do it again to kill him. I'm so furious. You Miyaki, you buster. Dislike.
Can we do a race?
Yeah, we'll do a race.
Okay.
I'll win again. So many times. That was Ali Jones.
Yeah.
The tenor's got a deep voice, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. Is that a thing, like, where you randomly capitalise certain words? That's not spelling, is it? Ed Sheeran's on. Who randomly capitalises letters? Oh, it's a start. Let's bet all his money on it.
Alright, you've got an 8 to 1 chance.
I use my Mario Kart starting technique.
Okay, alright. Good, up into 7. Oh my god.
Is he part of the race?
Yeah.
Why did he do that? I'm in last, though. Have that, you scum lord. I'm jet streaming him.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Charlie. Slowly, innit? Music's nice. Relaxing. I'm not last.
But I don't think this is a bad position.
It's a bad move, though.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
Oh.
You twonk. That's me off no end.
That
Why did
is-
he just crunch me up like that? The
Well, that was unfortunate.
It was that's what it was. Absolute Why would he grind me into the corner slowly and methodically? James Nash won.
Did he?
Well, hey, well done, James Nash.
Sexy cat lady.
Cheating, probably.
Alright, so that's 2 out of 2. We're not going to be able to have a chance to go into the third one because GTA Online has decided that it doesn't want us to play anymore.
Kick me out for swearing.
Yeah, too much abuse of the other players, Dan. So I'm afraid you didn't win that challenge, but there's always next week.
Yeah, and we can finish on a high note with me describing my story I couldn't tell on air about the ice creams almost blinding me.
Oh, please.
I bought a pack of wafer cones, and in an exceptionally long and elongated cardboard box. Now, I parked the car in such a way that it was very tight to the car next to me.
Right.
Now, as I squeezed into the the driver door, I was like holding the packet of cones, and they slipped up out of the bag. So as I turned my head to get into the car, the edge of the packet of cones scraped all the side of my eyeball.
Oh, no.
So I thought I was going to be blinded by wafers.
That would have been quite the thing to go to the hospital.
And I was like, I noted on Twitter, I missed the opportunity for an ice cream.
oh, yeah.
My ice cream
Yeah.
pun. So there we are.
Well, come back next week for more great shopping stories like that, and of course analysis of GTA 5 on
Yes.
next gen and PC, and all of the other GTA Online updates and DLC packs. Don't forget to join in the crew event this Wednesday, which is tonight, And if you like this video, which obviously you do, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe. And we will see you next Wednesday for another GTA 5 o'clock.